Picked up.
Now, Lincoln and his family, they moved in 1844. He bought the house for a total of $1,500. And when he moved in, it would not have looked exactly like this. Big difference would have been there was actually no second floor when the house was built. This was just considered a cottage. It was a one-story building with only an attic loft above it and one bedroom. It would have looked more like the house behind you on the corner over there. That's a pretty good approximation for how the Lincoln home looked when they moved in. Only Abraham, his wife Mary, and their one son, Robert, less than a year old when they moved in. But as the years go by in this house, Lincoln becomes more successful as a lawyer and a politician in town, and his family grows in size. Abraham and Mary had 3 more boys born in this house. So suddenly one bedroom is not going to cut it anymore. They need more space. In 1856, 12 years after they first moved in, they expanded, they added that entire second floor on top, and then the house is complete as we see it today. So do keep that in mind. The second floor is much newer. You're going to notice higher ceilings up there. Because well, a lot of luck, really. Yeah. All right. You guys have tickets for 220? No, I'm sorry. You can get tickets for the next available tour at the visitor center there. That's how you get inside the house. That's the first building right ahead of you. All right. I'm going to head into about the middle of the room. One needs a little bit of explanation. Right about here, right in front of me, you see there is a big archway dividing the room in half with these folding doors that can section it into 2 halves. This is a leftover of the original layout. Back when this was a one-story cottage, this used to be a dividing wall separating 2 different rooms. Back then, the parlor was just the front half that we see today. And the back half was completely different. This was the Lincoln's bedroom back then. Now that means this is the room where 3 of Lincoln's children were born. Eddie, Willie, and Tad, born in this room between 1846 and 1846. Whatever gets all of us in, no one left behind. Nobody. All of us be able to see. Great. Is that just about all of us? Almost? Almost. Okay, great. Well, as we continue coming around the corner there, come on, filling in the room here, there's one big way that you can say this is the opposite of the parlor. That would be, this is where the Lincoln boys are welcome. We would call this the family room or the living room. They call it the sitting room. This is where they relax, play games, enjoy each other's company, read, get work done. All the family life really centers in this room. Now, the work in this room is mostly done by Mrs. Lincoln. You find Mary over here beside me, under the big, that is her original sewing table there. Now, while she is seated there making and mending clothes, she also has to deal with distractions because her boys would be having wrestling matches on the floor of the room almost every night here. Now, when I say the boys this time, I do not just mean the sons. Abraham is one of the boys. He will wrestle with his kids and show off his great skill. If you didn't know, Lincoln grew up wrestling on the frontier. He's actually still in the Wrestling Hall of Fame today. That is
It's like a sewing corner again.
If I have a coming out here, so you could.
Well, floor of the house was built years later. The family spread out. You can see, of course, nice big rooms, tall ceilings, and they have more than one bedroom now, in which they gave one of those to the guests right across the hallway. That is the guest bedroom over there. Has a very nice cozy bed. Would have had the most comfortable mattress in the house because you want the guests the most impressed. But that's the guest room. The room we're actually in right now is the master.
Forget it.
Because if we were not,
They did. Had one. Talk about her next, actually. She had one in the hall. Well, as we move on here into the back hallway, you may notice, first of all that fancy wallpaper is gone. It is now very plain, because we are in a part of the house that the Lincoln guests would never have.
Oh.
Yeah.
On the stove.
Oh, right. Well, yeah. Probably heat up the water there. Maybe it wasn't super common to take, full baths the way we think of it today. You mostly just kind of scrub parts of yourself. Yeah.
Okay. Great. Thanks so much.
Of course.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Of course. Glad you enjoyed it. Have a great day.
You too.